Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, Sally Diane.
Hi, friends. I hope everybody's had a great week. Uh, this is our favorite hour of the weeks that we spend every week with you guys, just answering your questions and talking with you. Remember to put a question mark at the end of your questions so that it shows up on the producer's screen. Um, and remember to say hi to Marcy, our wonderful admin. And I also want to remind our friends outside of North America that next week we will be changing our clocks. So for you, we will appear 1 hour earlier. Okay. So, are we ready to go?
Huh? How are we going to be 1 hour earlier? It's still 24 hours a day. We're just shifting where stuff is. 9 p.m. is still going to be 9 p.m. here.
Oh, for us, but not in India.
Okay, well, any place that doesn't observe, so what their time hasn't changed either, though.
Yes, but we'll fall back because we fall back next Sunday at 2 a.m.
Okay, and?
And so, from their perspective, we'll be an hour earlier. Even from our perspective, we are not.
India's not on daylight savings time?
Not that I know of.
I know Vienna's or Austria's already switched over.
Oh, have they?
Yep. So that means Italy has switched over too.
My goodness.
Yeah, used to be a 6 hour time difference, but this morning I'm looking and it's 5. 5.
Well.
So I better make sure I call my aunt at a different time tomorrow. See what you started.
Yes, I do. I absolutely do.
Well, let's see if these guys can finish it.
All right. So, who's our first question?
Our first victim is Scorpio Angel. Do you see me and Alex reconnecting? Haven't you already asked this, Scorpio Angel?
That's the same thing I thought.
All right, well, let's see if the answer is different now.
Yeah. Let's see what the cards have to say.
Sorry, sorry you guys didn't see that eye roll. I'm not on camera.
Yeah.
What we got there, babe? Those cards are hard to see.
All right. So, what we have here, it starts out with the King of Cups. And what I have to say here, and playing against these two, because your question is, do you see Alex and I reconnecting? When I see this King of Cups, I see kind of a romanticized version of Alex. You know, so it's talking about where you're putting him. These two cards tell the story. And you have the Nine of Cups reversed. And on my Nine of Cups, there's a path. So since it's reversed, it's saying, you're going backwards here. And also, it's not, it's the Wands reversed. So if you're thinking about going backwards, and connecting with him would be going backwards, not a new beginning. That's what the cards have to say.
Okay, well, maybe that's all she wants.
Yeah.
Next, we got Diane. Hello, welcome back, Diane. What do I need to know moving forward with my husband?
Oh, nice lightweight question. Okay. That was sarcasm. Okay. So, wow. What do I need to know moving forward with my husband? Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say.
There better be a bunch of daisies there. He loves me.
He loves me. And it's funny that you say that because you have the Queen of the High Priestess. Sorry, and the High Priestess at her feet has a bunch of wildflowers. And this one is turned up reversed. And the High Priestess is somebody who kind of knows stuff. She has the secrets and has good intuition. When it's turned upside down, I think that it's... I want to look at some of the other cards, but what I see here, and you want to know one thing, what you need to know about moving forward with your husband, that idea of making sure you know all your facts before you sit at a table with him, because he doesn't do well with conjecture and maybes. So make sure you do your homework with this guy. Make sure you have everything together before you sit down and talk to him. So that's just the way he is. He has some very um, he has some very strong and maybe somewhat strange family ties here. Yeah. When I see the Page of Cups, it's gonna be all right. It really is. I know you don't know anything, everything, and you might as well know that some of the family interactions are going to be a little unusual, let's put it that way. But you've got this Page of Cups, and that tells me everything's going to be all right. There's love between you, and that's what you need to know. Okay.
I didn't know we had any saccharin in the house.
We don't.
Patricia. Patricia wants to know about November.
Okay, so November for Patricia. I hope you're doing well this week, Patricia. Nice to see you back. So you have a lot of reverse cards for November. So you might find November kind of a slow moving month. You might find a lot of obstacles here. Um, these two together, and I think you saw me kind of scowl a little when I put it down, is you're getting a big warning about the budget. So one thing you need to know about November is plan your budget for your holiday very carefully. And I don't think it just seems like, yeah, you need to stack your money and plan very carefully about it, and then it will turn out all right. But this is what you should be focusing in on in November. And it also has the Ten of Wands. So it's basically saying November is a month for you to figure out how to do more with less and not to take any more responsibilities in the meantime. Yeah. Uh, yeah, it's kind of like I feel like there's a lot of little things, like 100 little things. They're tying up your time that only earn you a little bit of money, and the cards are saying it might be a good time to look at some of these smaller pursuits and ask yourself, is it really worth it? Okay, and what's next?
Let's find out. Jasmina also wants to know about November. Will it be better for them?
Okay, Jasmina wants to know about November. That's a Five of Swords. And it doesn't look like it starts out very well. Uh-huh. And the Two of Swords, which, let's see what this next card is. Okay, good. Um, yes, and you're another one that will be doing a lot of sorting out through November. You asked if it's any better for you. It doesn't start out so much better, but it's kind of like there's this lesson learned here. And since there's a lot of swords, even though they're reversed, it's kind of like I'm being reminded about steel, and the swords are made out of steel. So November is a good month. It feels like you may have some bullies around you, and November is a good month for you to stand up to your bullies and to quit making useless sacrifices. So whatever energies and resources you are putting in that aren't helping you, don't do it. It's like when you look at the Hanged Man, you see those coins going down, but they're going in the wrong direction. So it's saying don't throw your money away for somebody else. Save it for yourself this month.
Right on. Hello, Marianne. Welcome back. Marianne wants to know about the week ahead.
All right. The store for me this week. Okay, so this week from Marianne. Chariot. Looks like you're going to have some really rapid forward motion this week. So you should let things move forward. Oh yes. Ooh. Boy, the last little bit of October and the first little bit of November just couldn't go any better for you. You've got Chariot, which means that you're the one. Things are moving forward fast, and you seem to be in the driver's seat. You've got some sort of an opportunity coming your way, and it is a very fortunate one. So this one assures you that the wheel of fortune is turning in your direction this week.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Next, we've got Sean, who's also one of our regulars. Welcome back, Sean. When will I hear about the sponsorship from my company? N. They still haven't got back to me. Will we get the money for January?
Okay. So, sponsorship. What's going on? Let's just see what's going on. Let's take a look at that for you, Sean. Right now. There you go. Okay, so it feels like you're dealing with a company. They, if you're worried about them not having the money, they do, and they're very well organized around their money, and it feels almost like they have the ISO. It just feels like there's one more hoop to it just feels like there's one more hoop to jump through and another hoop to jump through. Yeah, it could be.
Mm-hmm.
So, and yeah, there's one more hoop and another, and it does feel like it almost feels like they're not done negotiating, and it's been slow because they are going to ask a couple more things of you. It wouldn't hurt you to have somebody kind of give you a little advice and representation. Because when I see that Page of Swords reversed, it's telling me that you're getting some advice that you're not taking. And so you need to take the advice you're being given, because they do have some rather strict standards, and there is going to be one more hoop for you to jump through.
I would imagine a company that does sponsorships like the one you're going after has rules and regulations for behavior so you don't embarrass them.
Well, yeah.
Well, hello, High Priestess. Will I be able to find car insurance to insure my car? I had a suspended license. That happens, right?
Yeah.
Especially with the crap you've been going through with your ex. Oh yeah. Well, let's see what the cards say. Oh no, you're getting the horse.
This one came flying out when he said all the stuff you're going through with your ex, and I don't know how he figures into the whole thing, but he does seem to have a bad impact there. maybe he had a little something to do with your suspended license. Although I don't know how that is. That's usually just a you problem, eh? Let's see. Yeah, and you're not getting what you want. Ooh. Let me just see the other one. Okay, so will you be able to find car insurance? Yeah, but, and this is a big but. Yeah, but it's going to cost you, and you're not going to be able to get all the coverage you want. So yes, it's going to cost you. And when I get the feeling here that there are things you need to do to clean up your record. But here's where you start. And it does start with big coinage. I am so sorry that the universe is picking your pocket again, but it's picking your pocket again.
Ah, man, that sucks. Rosie's Fairies is back. Welcome.
Yeah.
What do the runes say about November for me?
She wants runes. Okay. Okay. And Crow's Nest is still trying to get his question up. You need to put a question mark, Crow's Nest. Okay, so sorry for the noise, folks. The runes.
What noise?
There is no noise.
Hi, Felix.
Get the dog all going.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got all going there. You were sleeping. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. All right, go back to bed.
I'm sure he woke everybody up. Okay. So the runes for November.
Oh, yeah, I
for
even got a
Rose's
dirty
Fairies.
side eye from the dog. Oh, no, now he's farting at me.
Oh no. Ooh, you got something sitting on the side. November, got that ice thing. Let's go. Oh, ice and strength. Okay, so what else do we have around there? All right, so early November, you're getting a few little flags here about things getting out of hand, and it's right around the ice, and it's saying that you're strong and that it indicates that there's a certain strength here, but it's right next to things getting out of hand. So that tells me that in November, you can keep things from getting out of hand, but that's up to you. And so I think that has to do with basically standing up. When I see this, I get the feeling that this is somebody like an in-law or something, somebody who is within the family circle, but does not necessarily have your love and admiration. Okay, so you'll be dealing with that in early November. I also see as we get more into it, then things become better. It's like there's a change in mid-November where you're focusing on family. There's also new love here between this. So it goes from being bad to being good. And you're also going to get news of a baby within the family. Okay, so happy November to you, Rosie.
Okay, and who is next? Lynette.
Hi, Lynette.
Welcome back. Any advice for me on how to grow and mature as a person? Read.
Meditate.
Read. Read everything.
No, I do, but let's see what the cards advise. Grow and mature as a person. Actually, pretty good advice. Okay, so the cards recognize like the whole question, how do I grow and mature as a person? It tells me that you want to make yourself a more serious person. You want your life to be more stable, that sort of stuff. And what the cards are saying is, you're putting an awful lot of rules and expectations on yourself that you don't need to. They're actually telling you to give it a rest, give it a break, just loosen up and let yourself have some fun. So instead of worrying about being more mature, enjoy life, have fun. Definitely have fun. And know that once you find happiness that way, then your life will solidify on its own. And that growth and maturity, which I don't even know what that is. So that will come your way too. Happiness is pretty important. And you don't get happiness by piling a lot of rules and guilt on yourself.
Okay. Next, Cindy C. Hey, welcome back, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
All right. Cindy says our Florida winter has been delayed. When can you see us getting down there? We'll start paddling, Cindy.
Oh, dear. Oh, and you so look forward to that. I know you so look forward to that. Okay, so, yeah. I want to get down to the Sunshine State. Mm-hmm. Between 2 and 3 weeks.
Okay.
That's pretty, and I know that's a lot, but these felt like counting. Like when I put this down, I wasn't sure what it was saying weeks or days until this came down and I saw it was weeks. So it's like says 2 weeks and maybe 5 days, right? So that's why I say 2 to 3 weeks. And then you have the Page of Swords, which the Page of Swords is on the move in this particular picture.
Well, there you go, Cindy. Keep those bags packed.
Yep.
All right. Okay. And moving on to Kara James.
I wonder what is.
Welcome back, Kara. Yes.
I'm not sure what it is in her reading, but there's something about a fox, and I don't know what that is. But just letting you know. Okay, Kara
Well,
James.
if anybody's got a foxtail keychain, I want it. I've been looking for one of those for years. Reminds me of my childhood. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you might not be old enough to be here. Anyhow, Kara wants to know about her friend Kay. Okay, so she's known this friend for 34 years. Will we be moving in together, I guess?
Okay, so let's see.
In the near future, okay.
K and K. Okay, this one right here, the center card, it does show you moving in. And near future, probably it might be after the first of the year. And I just say that because Kay seems to have his own issues with moving forward. It seems like he's not as fast. Kay is not as fast as doing things as you would like them to be. But it does feel like there's a little more clarity on the subject. So I do see that solidifying. I do see that as being a solid yes. I just think that there might be a bit more of a wait than you'd like.
All right. Well, a wait is better than a no.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome, SR. How are things over in Eastern Europe today? Can I please have a rune reading for November? Of course you can.
these runes. La, 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 la. Oh, that feels about right. Okay, so your rune reading in November. Uh-huh. So first you have Isa, which is ice, and it's right next to Rakana, which is fertility, new life, new expectations. So you have these two things together. And you have the sun. So you have ice and sun and new beginnings. So, ice and sun together, for some reason, I think that you need to watch out for your roof, which sounds like weird to put that together, but there's that. And there's also kind of a thing that the people in your life will, I want to put this right. It feels like you have some younger people in your life that that you're putting a lot of expectations on, and the runes are telling me that they're more likely to live up to their expectations if you don't lean on them very hard. So don't nag them or bug them about it. Just let them be there. Aw, look at that. Once you get about halfway through November, this must be the coming of the season, because you're starting to get together with people that you love. And the last half of November feels like it's a very happy part of the year, and it does feel like you have some energy. So the latter half of November is probably making plans for the holidays and that, because there's this joy of holiday of happiness and success and family coming together. So yeah, it's a family orientated month. Don't bug the kids, and they'll do what you want.
All right. And there are so many questions that some of them have rolled off my screen, and I can't. The program won't let me go the other way. So if I've missed your question, I'm sorry. It's because there's so many that yours just flew by. The next one I've got here that I can see is Princess Autumn. Can't stop thinking about my connection with FA. It ended because of conflicts and jealousy caused by other people a few months ago. How is he feeling about this?
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so first off, we're going to look at, well, let me just cut right to the chase with the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is about things that you're waiting for coming through. So it's saying, no, the same old situation is not coming back. And that's might be a blessing in disguise, because, like you said, there's jealousy and conflicts around other people. All right. How he's feeling about it, yeah, I wonder how much he was doing to encourage the conflicts and jealousy, because he's certainly not thinking about going back. But what the cards are telling you is, I'm thinking maybe you left him because this one is reminding you that you made the right choice. So it's also saying that there's a new beginning waiting for you. So I would say that this is a time for you to move on. And like I said, I think he has more to do with causing the conflicts and jealousy than he lets on.
Okay. Well, I think we all know what's going on next.
All right.
And it's time once again for another exciting edition of Pick a Card. Sally shuffled her deck already. She's now going to pull 3 for you to choose from. Here we go.
All right, my friends, and I hope you had a good week. And so let's see what's coming up for the week starting October 27th.
8.
28th, sorry.
Unless your week starts on a Sunday. Freak.
Oh, dear. That one I can't use because I turned it over too fast. Sorry about that, folks.
This is, I mean,
That, no,
does
it's
that
a
mean
message
it's
for
dizzy
you
now?
anyway.
You turn it over too fast. Does that mean it's dizzy now?
Yes, yes. So, which card are you going to pick? Card number 1? Card number 2? Or card number 3? So, which card did you pick? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Did you pick card number 1? Well, if you pick card number 1, then your tarot card for the week is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is about competition. This is a week to play the game. This is a week to jump into the fray. But know that there is competition around, so don't expect it to be a quiet week. Just be like everybody else and go for it this week. Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, then your tarot card for the week is the Empress. The Empress, motherhood, fertility. If you are looking at issues regarding motherhood and children will go very well for you this week. You may even get some good news about a child or an upcoming birth. Another thing with the Empress, she does bring fertility and a new, more positive outlook. So overall, this is going to be a positive week for you. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then your card for the week is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is about sacrifices we make along the way, but it's about the idea that in life you need to give a little to get a lot. And this week is a week where the universe is going to expect you to give a little to get a lot. So whatever you're asked to give up this week, make sure you make sure it's spelled out in advance what you're going to get in return. Okay, and thank you for tuning in, everybody. I hope you have a good week, and we'll see you again next week for another episode of Pick a Card.
I think I'm dealing with a dead battery in this thing. No wonder it keeps dying on me.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Probably happened.
welcome back, everybody.
Oh yeah, all right. Who's next? Let's try and get this right here. All right. Okay. Now we already did Princess. Now we got Benafsha,
Hi, Benafsha.
another return customer. Benafsha wants to know about their job.
Okay, so what do you need to know about your job this week? Okay. All right, so there's some good forward motion this week. This is a good week for you to be kind of learning the book of business, you know. Keep your ears open because there are some interesting little tidbits of information coming to you this week that will help you decide which way you want to go with the company. But it looks like there is growth around the company and you are going to hear some of it. So, you get good information, take advantage of it.
That was it?
Yep.
Great. Next, we got Braveheart. When will I meet another love partner?
What'd you do with the last one? Oh, sorry.
He destroyed the map he so carefully dotted.
Okay, I'm sorry, Braveheart. Just
I apologize.
Oh.
That was hilarious.
yeah, it was. It was. Okay, so when will I meet another love partner? Oh, Braveheart.
Does it have to be full time? I'm not going any further.
Ooh, look at that. You got Ace of Cups, King of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. Right here. The cards are showing me you as being a loving man, and it does look like the opportunity for love is going to come around. Now, this is a positive aspect of Nine of Swords, which I know is really weird, but the Nine of Swords is about the sorrow you feel for other people and the idea of staying awake at night and stressing in that. And it's weird that it shows up on the positive until you figure that once you do you relax and find love, then you aren't stressing as much. So you wanted to know when? Oh, yeah. When? Okay, so it's giving me 9 and giving me 9 and it feels like it's actually quick because it shows you being more than ready for love. So I'd say by the middle of the month, just be your sweet self. Keep all the words that come out of your mouth kind.
Don't be creeping.
Yeah.
And next we have Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Does Spirit have any messages for me?
Well, let's see. Yes, the Spirit says that you take on way too many responsibilities. And you take on, yeah, it does say that you're surrounded by loving people. And I do see, good family and community connections right here in the Four of Wands. And I do see you as being a very loving person, even though you do keep some of your thoughts and your secrets to yourself. There's a lot going on about you that people don't see. But what Spirit worries about most is how much you take on. And Spirit seems to think that you spend too much time helping others and not enough time just focusing in on yourself.
All right. SR wants us to come visit Belgrade. It's very popular these days. I'm sorry, SR. My first trip back to Europe will be the home country of Austria. I grew up in Vienna and Hallstatt. Oh, nope. Jagdeep, hello. Will I get offered to study advanced diploma course? Well, let's see what the cards have to say.
Um, I think the answer to this is no. I mean, the first thing you get is the devil, and as I'm shuffling the cards, all I can see is this a real old comic from many years ago where a graduate is being drugged off the college campus by his parents, yelling, "Please, not the real world." And some people found that it is funny, but this is basically what the cards are telling you, that it's time. It feels like you've really been dragging your feet as far as moving ahead. And they're saying that you just can't put any more things between you and moving on to with the real world. So basically, what Spirit's saying is that no, and that's because the universe is getting tired of you dragging your feet. Get on with life.
Enough study.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Patty C wants to know, will AI impact my job security? No, hell no. Not for a long time. Play with AI and you'll see it's not ready.
Well, it's funny. The card that flipped over was, yeah. No, but that's because you've established yourself and you're really good at spotting things before they, you're really good at spotting situations before they come down and putting yourself in a position of advantage. And that's what I see you doing right here with the Two of Wands. I mean, they're really thinking about AI, but he's right. It's just not ready. But even when AI moves in, they're still going to need people in management positions. And so it's sort of like when this actually becomes a something, it just moves you up.
Remember, AI, at least at this point, there's some things in your job that you do that are somewhat instinctual, especially with long-term customers, where you can go ahead and make decisions knowing that your boss is going to have your back on that because you've done the best thing that the company wants you to do, which is, of course, to retain the customer so they come back. And AI is just not up to that task yet. I'm not saying it never will be.
I see some people are forgetting about the question mark.
Oh, well, that's their problem.
Yes. And
Sushama, hello.
hi.
Oh, happy Diwali to you as well. Yes.
Happy Diwali to all of our friends in India
Oh, and around the world.
that celebrate
yeah.
Diwali.
Yeah.
And even those that don't.
Go check it out, man. It's so much fun.
It does. It looks like a
Oh,
blast.
so much fun. Anyhow, how are my parents and siblings thinking of me? She was looking for any guidance from.
Just family relations.
Yeah.
Very important, of
Well,
course.
let's see what we got going on here.
There's a lot of pride here. I think that you've made some decisions in the past couple of years that your parents are really proud of. One moment.
Okay.
Sorry, my throat's so dry. Oh, look at that. Your family's very proud of you, and I think that you've made some real headway. I think you've kind of done some firsts in the family. So they do think well of you. They just worry that you're taking on too much. Maybe taking on too much too fast. So I think your family is very proud of you.
You know, sometimes I wish that Ten of Wands would be balls that were being juggled in the air.
Yeah, but that's not what it's about. It's about taking so much that you can't really see what's in front of your own face. I mean, it's
Yeah.
and I think that's where her family's just worried about her taking on too much.
All right. Jennifer Finley, welcome. Are me and Gary going to move in together?
That's a quick question. Well, let's see. Taking his time, isn't he? But he really loves you. Oh, gee. Yeah, but he's gonna make you wait. He's gonna make you wait till the spring. He's really taking his time. And it's very frustrating. I think that he's confused by his own feelings. But overall, he does love you, and yes, I see you moving together in the spring. Which one should know?
The dog's being weird.
Is he?
Posta Electronica 2008 wants to know, will I win my legal case?
Well, that's an easy quick. Well, that's a quick question, you think. Yes and no, but I put down 3 cards anyway. So maybe I know a little bit more. Okay, and the legal case. Quick answer is yes. The slow answer is yes. Yeah. Yep. I would say yes, and this moon card, which is the dead center, is about kind of cutting through the crap and taking the mask off of certain illusions. So yes and yes.
Ah, Post Electronica. I wonder what that sounds like. In my head, I'm picturing a drum circle. All right, Sun and Moon. Welcome. There are obstacles preventing a full-on friendship relationship between me and PW at the moment. Why do I feel that through my job doors will open for us? Am I correct that these obstacles will fall? Sun and Moon, it'd be a lot better, a lot easier for us if you kept these questions more concise.
Yeah, well, his explanations to her aren't concise. Yeah. You know what? You're being played a bit. I don't know how else to say it. You know, you ask about a full-on relationship, and there's all these obstacles, and yeah, I really get a feel that he's the one that's putting the obstacles there, and you're just not seeing it. And I don't say that to make you mad. I really don't want to do that, but that is exactly what the cards are telling me.
You can only go with what they say.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just not the one for you. I'm sorry, honey.
Okay, who is next? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Crow's Nest 1408. Oh, looks like her actual name is Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
What's coming in love for me in the near future?
Hey, the near future of love. Jessica and love. Jessica. Ooh. Wow. So what's coming for me in love for the near future? Basically what they say is there are some changes, big time. You've got major arcana right across the board here. Whatever changes are coming in for you, there's this idea of manifestation. So basically it's saying there's changes, but they're changes that you've asked for and maybe even done something for, maybe done a little spell or lit a candle for or something. But they're saying that the next relationship that comes to you is one of marriage. Okay.
Okay. That question doesn't make any sense, but Kennedy wants to know what's the hidden story.
What's the
You're
hidden
just gonna
story?
have to go through the library and find out. Next, we got Alicia Trillo. If you're still taking questions, do my guides have any message for me? Well, let's find out.
Okay, messages for Alicia. Okay, so your guides are kind of they're sending you like these reverse cards, and you have these major arcana cards, the Emperor and Temperance, both reversed, and to me that's saying that I get this feeling as I put the cards down that you're well aware of the character flaws and shortcomings of those around you, and you definitely know not to trust certain people. When I look at this this heart, okay, as reversed, and this is kind of you don't you. It's pretty obvious that this is card of heartbreak, but when it's reversed, it's saying that if you are realistic and if you realize people's shortcomings and don't trust them with things they shouldn't be trusted with, you will save yourself a lot of heartbreak.
Okay, who we got next here? I'm trying to get through some of the chat here. My lady, I wasted a decade of my life. I'm extremely late in various social expectations. How can I help myself? Just live with it.
Okay, so
I am definitely the wrong person to ask that.
yes, and it's funny because I do have an answer for that. I do have a feeling of an answer for that, and usually, like um, this is a time for you to take a class, volunteer, join a committee. It's just basically what the universe is saying is just do something to get into a group of people. Not looking for for romance. Like when it says my lady, I'm assuming that we're looking at a female, and so join a woman's group. If you're a man, join some kind of a man's group. Um, because right now it's most important that you start establishing friendships, and that is friendships with your peers. You need to learn, kind of need to learn how to chatter and gossip first. Yeah, you need to get yourself some girlfriends and that chatter and that gossip. And it's right out there. You just have to change your thinking this much, because you're scared about going into a romantic relationship right away, and you don't have to. Just go out. If you like to play cards, join a card league. There's just so many things. It just feels like join something where you're going to be, you know, to make friends, kind of thing. Yeah. Volunteer, something where you work together, a common cause, stuff like that. Because it feels like it says that you need to join somewhere. You're looking for a group of like-minded people, but it shows you working together, which comes back to the whole idea of volunteering in that, because then you're working together with a group toward a common goal, and that does form bonds and relationships. That Ace of Cups says, once you get past your fear and you take 2 steps forward, it will come together quite rapidly. I don't know who undermined your confidence in yourself. But you are definitely a likable person. And if you were put in a group, you would be able to more quickly than you can imagine join in on the chatter and that. It just feels like for some reason you were around somebody that kind of kept you out of the loop and maybe told you some things about yourself that weren't true. You're perfectly likable. Get out there and meet people. Make some friends.
All right. Next, we have Deandra, who wants to meet their next partner. Well, they also want to know when that happens. When?
Yeah. And we'll see what the cards have to say. Time of the Lovers. Interesting. All right, so you ask, when will I meet my next partner? It feels like it happens in early spring, which I know is a lot longer than you think, but it feels like you've got some attitudes and some things that you need to work through before before the universe is ready to send you a love relationship. But the next one you're sent is major. But I really feel like it's early spring, so it's spring, but there's still snow on the ground. Or there's still snow on the ground up here.
Okay. Ilanife, will I meet with excuse me, will I meet up with a lover in the next 2 weeks?
Wow. Okay. Might be one of those TMI readings. Okay, so
They know what they're doing.
let me meet up with a lover in the next 2 weeks. Okay, so the cards are saying that you'll get exactly what you wish for. You'll meet somebody in 8 days, but it's not going to last more than 3 weeks. And I don't mean to rain on your parade, but that's exactly what the cards are saying. Want to get a win? 8 days. Like it's like you get what you wish, but sometimes the worst thing sometimes the worst thing the universe can give you is what you want.
Okay. So we are running out of time, so I'm going to be a little picky here. Try something new. How is my son doing? Let me give you a little bit more info there. My family is into the dark arts, and they took my son away from me. And I just want to know how he's doing.
You say dark arts, that's probably a matter of perspective.
Some people go overboard.
Okay, so first off, he's doing just fine. He's in a good situation. All right. He's not as removed as you think, and there will be some contact with him soon.
All right. Well, I hope that helps you out. Try something new. I think there's a big. We don't think of dark arts the same way because there's a difference between dark arts and left-hand path.
Yes, but it is how she feels about it, and that's the important thing.
If you don't know what a left-hand path is, look it up. You want to do some more?
I'm pretty drained.
Okay. Let's see if there's one in here.
Oh, The info I left out was exactly they help creating conflicts. I told you. Hi, Donna. Oh,
Okay, here's one more from Always Protected. Why did the journalist betray me? We flirted for a long time and developed a friendship. What is the reason?
he did say journalist, right?
Yeah, journalist, but I think the betrayal part is subjective.
Yeah. Okay, so so he was doing his job basically. And I don't know, like why did he betray you? He's just doing his job. He was just doing his job. You read too much into it and you expected things out of him that maybe it sounded like he promised, but he didn't.
Okay. Yep.
Is a journalist being a journalist.
You want to do about angels?
One more.
One more. April wants some advice from their angels.
Okay. So, this one came flying up.
Shit or get off the pot.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't just sit on the sidelines dithering and wondering whether I should or I shouldn't. Go ahead and go for it.
Anyhow, that was that.
Oh, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Remember to like and subscribe. Tell all your friends about us. And we'll see you again next week right here on Psychic Sunday Live.